Shalom. I just want to start off by saying, Kal Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Chaha Kwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles on the Elders Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all for like an Akim spreading this truth throughout the four corners of this earth. My name is Asha Allah. And tonight I just want to do a quick lesson on something to consider, okay? And I'm going to just jump right into it. This is Matthew 24 and verse, I just started at verse 10. It says, and then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall arise and deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay? And we're seeing these scriptures play out, what they say, IRL, in real life, okay, in real time, before it's today, man. All right, we're seeing the rise of false prophets, man, deceiving many. All right, drawing out the undesirables. Okay, and it says, and because iniquity shall abound. And what is iniquity? Iniquity is sin upon sin. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay, so wickedness is ramping up. All right, and something to consider is about something to consider is how we're moving in our everyday lives, man. Okay, seeing that these scriptures are coming to life before our face, man. Okay, wickedness, like I said, wickedness is at an all-time high. Judgment, right, is ramping up at an all-time high, man. All right, and we don't want to get caught up. We don't want to get caught up in these things, man. So it's something to consider, okay? I'm going to go to this, the second Esdras. Five and verse 10. It says, and I'm just getting straight to the point, and shall be sought of many, and yet be not found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. All right, and we're seeing the incontinency being multiplied upon this earth, man. And so is unrighteousness. Okay. All right, and when you go into that word incontinency, okay, it's an ability to restrain sexual desire, sexual immorality. All right, and it says greediness, incontinence, and inability to contain. Okay, we're seeing people result back to animalistic instincts. Okay, all right, very soon it's going to be survival of the fittest. All right, if it's not happening now, then it's going to be happening very soon, man. Very soon people are going to throw their morals out the window. People are going to throw what they stand for and what they believe for out the window, and it's just going to be all out what the fuck. All right. So with this happening, it's something to consider is how we're moving in our everyday life, man. Okay. Let me just grab this First Timothy. 1 Timothy 2:2. It says, for kings and for all that are in authority, that we may lead a quiet and peaceable life in all godliness and honesty. Okay, so this is how we're supposed to. This is how we're supposed to live. This is how we're supposed to conduct ourselves. Okay, lead a quiet and peaceable life, man. All right, not all caught up with the things going on in this world. Not all caught up with right the things that are going on in this world, man. All right, because this place is through. This place is done for, man. All right, this in Revelations 18 the 5th, Revelations 18 the 5th, Revelations chapter 18 the 5th verse, man. It says that her sins have reached up upon the heavens, man. So the Lord is bringing mass judgments upon this place. Okay. So we ought to be restraining ourselves, right, or holding back from certain desires, man. Because as this world is as the love of many waxing cold, as the scripture says, and incontinency is rising, man, we ought to be pulling back from this world, man, and reaching more and more and more towards Yahweh Shai. Okay, let me just grab this second Peter 3 in verse 10. It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night. Right? When people least expect it, okay? All right. This whole world is going to be settled on their lease. This whole world is going to be not expecting the day of the Lord, all right? In which the heavens shall pass away with great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works therein that are therein shall be burned up. All right. And what's going to scorch this place, man? What's going to have America as the lake of fire, man? It's going to be those ICBM missiles, okay? That's going to have these elements burning with fervent heat. Okay? Verse 11, it says, seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness? Okay, so us knowing this, right? Us knowing that, this place it don't have too much longer, right? That the day of the Lord is approaching closer and closer, that those ICBMs will be fired upon this place, okay? What manner of persons ought we to be in all holy conversation, man? When you go into that word holy, it's separate, all right? And when you go into that word conversation, it's anastrophe, which means a manner of life, your behavior, your conduct, all right? We need to be drawing more and more away from this place, okay? Each day, each week. All right? Let's see, let me just grab this Ephesians. Actually, before that, let me go to this Sirach 19. Sirach 19 and verse 5, it says, whosoever taketh pleasure in wickedness shall be condemned, but he that resisteth pleasures crowneth his life. All right. So resisting those pleasures, man, those urges, okay, to go amongst this world and do as you see fit, do as you see please, resisting those things, man, you're going to crown your life, man. Okay, let me just go to this Ephesians. Ephesians 5 and verse 15. It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Matter of fact, let me just grab this in the blue letter, because I like how the NOT breaks it down good as well. Ephesians 5 and verse 15, it says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Okay, and when you go into the word circumspect, okay, circum, comes from circumference, so around, and spec goes into the word spectacle, which means to see, so being aware of your surroundings, okay, at all times, man, at all times, okay, because as the scripture says, man, the love of many shall wax cold, all right, and continency and unrighteousness shall increase upon the earth, all right. So we have to be on our P's and Q's, man. We have to cross our T's and dot our I's in everything we do. All right, we can't be as everybody else, man. Two-thirds of our people and the rest of these heathen, man. Okay, because when judgment comes at their door, okay, it's going to come unawares. It's going to come unexpected to them. Okay, so we can't be like them. All right, verse 16. Redeeming the time because the days are evil. Let me just read verse 15 in the NLT, it says, so be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but like those that are wise. Make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. All right. Verse 17 back in the NLT, it says, wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. Let me just read it in the NLT. Don't act thoughtlessly, but understand what the Lord wants you to do. Okay, so we can't be moving around here thoughtlessly, man. Can't be moving around here without a care, okay? Because we'll get swept up with the wicked. Moving in that certain mentality, man. Like you can't be touched. La, 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 la. You know? You have to be circumspect. Let me grab this Sirach. Let's see. This is Sirach 27 in verse 12. It says, Salakia, if thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding. All right. So I went and looked up this word discreet. All right. Let me see. Went and looked up this word discreet, and I looked up the synonyms. Okay. And it says the imprudent, the unwise, okay, the irresponsible, the careless, all right, the reckless, okay, and that's impulsive, okay, and that's what 2/3 of our people and the rest of these heathen are, okay. They're unwise, okay, so we have to observe the time, all right. Do what you got to do and get the fuck out of there, man. All right, because you don't want to be found guilty by association. All right, and I also had looked that meaning up. Let me see. And it says the fallacy. You know, when someone is blamed for something because their association with a bad group, with a bad person or group. Okay, so you don't want to be caught up with the judgment of the wicked, man. You know, because you're being around the wicked, okay? So observe the time, all right? Do what's needed and get out of there, man. But as the scripture says, be continually among men of understanding. Okay, so that's really the people you want to be around, okay? Men of the Lord. All right, those that are washed by the washing of this word, man. You know, so really that's really all I had. You know, is just being circumspect, observing the time, okay, and you know, living a quiet and peaceable life, okay. That's what, you know, it's not hard. It's not hard at all. You know, and in doing so, your chances are greater of not being caught up, you know, not being you know, judged with the wicked. So hopefully this was edifying. You know, I just want to end up by saying Chahalayim la Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahushai Ba'Hashem Rechahak Wadash. I want to give the honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and citation store for like an accurate spreading this truth throughout the four corners of this earth. Shalom.